Welcome, thrill seekers. Prepare for a journey into the shadows where the unknown whispers and the eerie unfolds. This channel is your gateway to the chilling realms of horror. Buckle up. It's about to get spooky. I never liked mirrors. There was always something unsettling about seeing my own reflection staring back at me. It wasn't vanity that bothered me, but rather the nagging feeling that the reflection held more than just my physical appearance. My unease turned into genuine fear one fateful night when I encountered something beyond the ordinary in the mirror's reflection. It started innocently enough. I had just moved into an old, creaky house with an antique mirror in the hallway. The mirror had an ornate gold frame and its glass was slightly tarnished, adding to its eerie charm. On the first night, I caught a glimpse of movement in the reflection as I passed by. I dismissed it as a trick of the light, but the unease lingered. As days passed, the mirror became a source of fascination and dread. Each time I looked into it, I felt like there was something waiting on the other side, just beyond my line of sight. Late one night, unable to sleep, I found myself drawn to the mirror. The dim hallway was silent, and the only sound was the soft creaking of the old house settling. I stared into the mirror, searching for any sign of movement. My breath caught as I saw a flicker of movement in the reflection. It was subtle, almost imperceptible, but it was there. A chill ran down my spine as I realized that my reflection was not mirroring my movements exactly. It was like a subtle lag, a delay in the reflection's response. Fear gnawed at the edges of my mind, but curiosity pushed me to investigate further. I raised my hand, and my reflection followed suit, but not quite in sync. It was as if there was a fraction of a second delay, creating an unsettling, disjointed dance between me and my mirror self. I stepped back, heart pounding, and watched as my reflection remained frozen for a moment before slowly catching up. The air in the hallway felt heavy, and the dim light seemed to flicker. I couldn't tear my eyes away from the mirror, as if it held the key to some otherworldly secret. As I continued to experiment, the time delay in the reflection increased. It was as if the mirror world operated on a different temporal plane, a fraction of a second out of sync with our reality. The once ornate frame now seemed like a gateway to something beyond, something that defied the laws of nature. Night after night, I found myself standing in front of the mirror, trying to understand the strange phenomenon. I could feel a presence, an intelligence on the other side. It was as if the mirror held a consciousness of its own, observing me with a detached curiosity. One evening, as the clock struck midnight, I saw my reflection smile when I wasn't smiling. The twisted grin sent shivers down my spine. I stumbled backward, horrified by the realization that whatever lurked in the mirror was not a mere reflection, but a malevolent entity, mimicking my actions with sinister intent. I decided to cover the mirror with a cloth, hoping to block whatever connection existed between our worlds. But the unease persisted. I could sense the mirror's presence even through the fabric, like a malevolent force seeping into the room. One night, unable to resist the pull any longer, I unveiled the mirror. This time, my reflection didn't mimic my movements at all. It stood still, staring at me with cold, empty eyes. The room felt icy, and a voice whispered in my mind, chilling me to the bone. "Come closer." I couldn't resist. Against my better judgment, I approached the mirror. The reflection remained motionless, but its eyes followed me with an unnerving intensity. I felt a pull, a magnetic force drawing me closer until my nose almost touched the cold glass. In that moment, the world around me twisted and contorted. The hallway disappeared, and I found myself standing in a dark, desolate landscape. The mirror's reflection had become a gateway to a nightmarish realm, and I was trapped in its clutches. The malevolent entity from the mirror spoke again, its voice echoing in the emptiness. "Welcome to the other side," I screamed, but there was no one to hear. The mirror had consumed me, and now I was a mere reflection, trapped in a realm where time and reality were twisted beyond recognition. The ornate frame that once adorned the mirror now hung empty, a silent testament to the horror that lurked within. As the days passed, the antique mirror remained in the hallway, its glass now dark and foreboding. The new resident of the old creaky house noticed the mirror, but felt an inexplicable unease whenever they passed by. Little did they know the malevolent force that lingered within, patiently waiting for its next unsuspecting victim to peer into the abyss of the mirror's reflection. If you've survived this harrowing tale, consider subscribing to Dark Reels for more spine-chilling stories that defy the boundaries of the known. Hit the notification bell to stay on the edge of your seat as we delve into the darkest corners of the human psyche. Until then, remember, the night holds secrets that only the bravest dare to uncover.